Oh, they picked the fucking good ones.
There's plenty of good Siths still remaining, guys. Game 2 will be underway here pretty soon. For those who are just joining us, we had a bit of a delay between Game 1 and Game 2, but this game is starting on time. We did have to throw Jabari in as a substitute, as Yazid has yet to show, but this is going to be on the Jungle Ghost Lake map, and we'll go from this here in a minute, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of voice chat. I regret my Civ pick immediately. Wish me
right. Good luck.
Wish me luck, bro.
All right, Jabari's gonna peace out. Is Xavier wanting to co-cast right now? If he is, he can jump into the regular voice chat, and I can drag him in. Yeah, go ahead and ask him, Otter. He's welcome to join. Jabari's suited to co-cast with me the whole time, but we were saving him as an alternative player if someone were not to show up. So this works out well. If he's not into it, no, Otter, no pressure, no worries. Is what it is. But Jabari's gonna hop into this one. This qualifier is stacked. If you don't see the players' names here, they are pretty good over here. Pretty good players. So we got Dr. Cosmonaut. We've got Project Belgium, Samaro. I mean, all of these players are fairly high elo. Jabari, Yo-Yo Dude being the lowest of them. Maybe Funny Liquid right there as well, but overall, not too bad, guys. Not too bad. But we'll get this game underway very, very shortly after the draft is picked. We've already confirmed settings, and Jabari, being involved with the tournament, obviously has the right just to tell you, let's go. So a lot of chatter back and forth right now. Obviously, we're waiting for them to complete the Civ draft. Dravidians. All right, so Dravidians is the pick for Cumberge. Civ draft orders right here. So Dr. Cosmonaut, Samaro, and Project Belgium remain Britons. First time we're going to see Britons today. We're going to bring Xavier in. He has joined. Hello, hello.
Casting booth, actually.
Yes, yes. How are you, sir?
I am fine. I'm juicy, actually. That's how I am.
Very good, very good. GG's earlier.
Well, they were GG's for 4 players, as I said before. Well, 5 actually. Well, no, 4 or 5. Yeah, well, 4. Anyways, turn up juicy a bit. Okay, I'm going to turn him up a bit. Let's see. Volume. It is 150% right now. Fuck! Look at that.
There you go, there you go. All right, so the draft just completed. We'll be underway here, guys. Gonna be interesting. Bohemians for Project Belgium last pick. Samaro ends up with Khmer again. Samaro was granted access to play again. He was unfortunately dropped, and he was very much in his game, which was the first game of the tournament. So we let him back in. Yo-Yo Dude is the only one not in the lobby. As soon as they are good, they can launch. We'll be underway.
Okay, so let me see what is the situation with the civilization here. How's the sound, guys? Tell me. So we got Cosmono playing as the Britons, we got Other Mason as the Poles, we got Belgium as the Bohemians, we got Cambridge as the Dravidians, we got Fun and Liquid as Mongols, Somero as Khmer, and Jabari as Byzantines. So yeah, let's see how this will play out in the end. Once again, it is not about the elo, it is not about the attacks, it is all about the freaking middle. So we wanna go for that. So we wanna go for that, which is something that some people didn't do before. But yeah, this time we hope that they do as expected, and let's see how it will play out. Hopefully we will have nice games. Obviously, I'm sorry, but I have to be biased here. I will have to root for Final Liquid, who's from IU Guild, exclusive free-for-all guild, obviously, as you guys can see.
Fair enough.
And yeah, yeah, I created the guild for free-for-all players. Final Liquid, of course, here. We got Jabari in there, who's one of the hosters, who is juicy as well. Look at how juicy he is. He needs some. Now, something that I want to know is how used is he? Which kind of fruit is he, or vegetable even? So playing as the Byzantines, I don't know, man. I don't know which is Byzantine's favorite fruit. This is some kind of trivia that I do not get at the moment in time. But yeah, that is what we get. Anyways, when are we going to start this madness?
Yeah, we're giving them the go-ahead, so we're just waiting on them to jump in, go live, and we should be good to go here momentarily. Obviously, a bit of a wait between Game 1 and Game 2, guys, so I appreciate all those who stuck with it and who are still here. Going to be exciting to watch the second game today, which is the 4th qualifier overall. There's a few more qualifiers next weekend, 4 to be exact, and then the finale is on the Sunday next week, starting at roughly 17 GMT. For those who are wanting to see this one come to fruition here, going to be quite good.
There is one question that I have. So we're going to have 4 games, right? Like 4 King of the Hill games, from which we're going to have 4 players. So how's going to be the finals? How are we going to decide the other?
There's 4 qualifiers this weekend and 4 qualifiers next weekend.
Oh, okay. Got it. Has the game started already?
Yep, we're diving in now. I'm loading up. Dr. Cosmonaut going to be here in yellow with the Britons. He's our game host. Samaro in green with Khmer. Yo-Yo Dude with the Goths in gray. Jabari has Byzantines in teal. We have Odemeister in blue with the Poles. Cumberchair with the Dravidians in red. And we have Project Belgium with the Bohemians in orange. And last player, Funny Liquid here with Mongols in purple. So players are all headed towards the mid here to gather those extra huntables or herdables. And looks like Yo-Yo Dude will control the center to start things off, guys.
Well, I would like to say things. However, my game has not loaded yet. So I'm going to just wait for it to load.
Yep, fair enough. Fortunately, you're not missing a whole lot here at the beginning of this. It's just a little bit of posturing with scouts in the mid, obviously. Just waiting. It changes hands. Cumberch now has it. With Goth's Lake, there's very minimal building terrain around the monument. Traditionally, there's obviously no way to build in the middle of this map, but with the monument and the land terrain here, you are able to. But it is all going to be visible.
Hey, good. So now my game has loaded, and I haven't seen where everybody is, so I'm going to try to, introduce them myself, if possible.
Go for
so
it.
Please, let me see in a clockwise order. We got playing as the Great Gods Yo-Yo Dude, a player that I have known for not a long time, but I know the guy. He obviously will play the Adriatic. I have seen him play before. It's not like he's going to go for early aggression either, even if he could, because he doesn't have the means to do so. When I have seen him play before, then playing as the Teal Byzantines, we got Jabari, who is the guy that is actually one of the one of the organizers of the tournament, playing as the Byzantines. One good civilization, really. Trash is cheaper, and they can go obviously for the middle. This map goes like this. It's a good map for a King of the Hill free-for-all game, because you cannot build all around in this place, and the reinforcements are going to take longer. I actually like the map decisions I'm about to decide. Playing as the blue, we got in the polls Odemeister, one of the 2K players. It's just too much power for one to manage. Too much damage for one to manage when we got one Odemei set up onto this side. Of course, playing as the Pulse, he will not be able to make mills, but Folwarks with a lot of with their bonus that takes 10% of the farm amount in them, which is good. It's good for them. It's good for the cavalry that he's probably going to make. Hussar, Polish Hussar, Wind Hussar, whatever you want to call it. Playing as the Red Dravidians, we got the Cambridge, if that is how you pronounce the name, and one of the strongest warrior civilizations. But this time we're not going to see Tharasidai. This time we're going to see another side of the Dravidians with the power in the frozen lake, as you guys can see right here. In the middle, of course, right now being controlled by the green player. Anyways, playing as the orange, one of the best colors, actually. We got Bohemians, Project Valium, one of the pros of this scene, actually. He's not a free-for-all player, but he's very well known as being one of the guys that usually go for tournaments in 1v1 and stuff. So yeah, that is the thing that we have right here. Obviously, playing as the Bohemians, they have a Halberdiers with bonus attack on the bonus attack, which is something that I find amazing. Exhibit would be proud if you understand that 2000s reference. But yeah, bonus on the bonus, that's great. And also Huvnitsa with a lot of damage all around them, and now pushing the deer as well. Amazing, Bohemians, amazing civilization. Playing as the purple Mongols, we got Final Liquid with a faster siege, with a faster attacking Mangolite, arguably the most overpowered unique unit in the game, as long as it has all the upgrades. That is the thing. But yeah, Final Liquid in here. Also, something else that these guys do not get is defense, but let's see how it will play out for him. He will need a lot of gold in order to like go for the middle with all the Mangolai and with all the Stitch and all this stuff. That would be interesting. Playing as the yellow Britons, we got Cosmonaut in here. Probably something that this guy can do is or that he might do would be putting a lot of longbowmen behind the monument while everybody goes to the mid. That way they can cut off any reinforcement that might appear there. And also town centers are cheaper, so they can just make a lot of town centers and boom comfortably. The ship has already been taken because obviously they take ship faster than other civilizations, except for the two that are close to his woodline. The guy has not taken those yet, even though it would be a good idea to do so. Playing as the green Khmer, we got Somero. They do not need any building to advance to the next stage, obviously. And Ballista Elephant, one of the strongest units in the game as well. Not as good as the Mangolai, obviously, because Ballista Elephants die to Mangolai really easily, since they count as siege weapons as well. The only siege weapon that can be held by a monk, by the way. I need to mute my taunts. I'm not going to do it right now. But anyways, here we are. We have gone full circle. Of course, Yoyolu playing as the gods. Fast reinforcements. And now the guys are going for the middle. Yoyolu is the one that I thought had it, but no. Oh no, it is Yoyolu actually. Yeah, good. That is nice. So how do you see everything, my friend?
Yeah, I mean, it's early game, so everyone's just try to posture for position, build up. Obviously, the first game today ended a little bit earlier. We tried to get this game started a little bit sooner. Was able to get most everyone together. We did have to throw Jabari in here as a substitute player, but overall, everyone looking pretty good thus far. Yo-Yo Dude investing quite a bit into holding the mid right now. We'll see if this pays off for him. Going with Goth here and holding the mid. Not a bad position to have, but we'll see how long he has it for.
Well, actually, it's already paying off for him. The results are coming, and they are not stopping. Even though he's going to probably be one of the last people to get to the field age, well, one of the two last to get to the field age, the amount of resources that this thing is bringing him is massive. And actually, he is the one that gets to the field age last, being the lowest ranked player in this game. But it doesn't. But Elo, in fact, it's not something that really matters when you're playing a free-for-all, especially in the King of the Hill if you play the objective, which is going for the mill, which is something that I have been saying for the last probably 70 minutes, or no, not 70 minutes, but 40 minutes or so. But yeah, that is what we get. Everybody else is going to be booming right now. Some walls going up into this area, but it's fine. Yo-Yo Dude is 1700, not really low, but yeah, but he's the lowest of them all in here. Not counting also Yavari. By the way, how come Yavari is in here? You said that he is substituting someone. My question is, who is the player that has been replaced by Yavari?
His name's Yazid. He's a Combi clan member. They did not show up, so we had to find a replacement. We asked if anyone wanted in that had already signed up. No one came forth, so we threw Jabari in there.
God damn it! That happens when I'm not when I do not see stuff. I want it in. God damn it! Anyways, a hole in the wall as always in here. Even though it doesn't look like between the houses that Jabari has placed, there is a hole in there, and the attack has already started. Jabari now attacking Jojo Dude's villager that built an outpost. And not only that, we got some militia coming back up to the side to take this villager off, leaving the monument for whoever wants to take it. And that person is finally good with 2 archers, which is a good idea. Probably he later will come with some cavalry archers. In the meantime, everybody else is walling up so that they do not get touched. So that is a good thing that we have for now. Middle, obviously, for Final Liquid, a lot of results coming for him. And I would assume that he's going to be one of the first ones to get to the Castle Age. Well, no, everybody's advancing except him. Fuck my last things that I said. Never mind. Everybody else is on the Castle Age. What's Final Liquid? So, what is the insight right here?
Yeah, and it looks like Yo-Yo Dude is a little bit mad at Jabari right now. He's sending over the militia. He's going to try to poke and prod, and looks like they were fighting over these outposts that they were both building. So, for now, we'll see what happens. It's obviously early. Players are already walling up. Oldmeister here already putting up stone walls. But yeah, like you said, Castle Age is either here or on its way for everyone. And we're going to see a bit of a boom, obviously. But civilization-wise, hard to say what most players are probably going to go for super late. But obviously, heavy gold compositions earlier until the gold is scarce on the map. Those who aren't aware, we've disabled the ability to build trade carts for this tournament, so you are not able to trade and gather additional resources. So relic collection is going to be extremely important, and we see only one in for Cambridge here, as he's just got one in now. Everyone else, debatable who is going to go after it at this time.
Yeah, for what I can see, well, Jojo will be the last one to get there. Also, he made a lot of outposts around his base to get a little bit of vision. And the middle is now being contested. We not only have Final Liquid here, we have Jojo with some skirmishers, and also with Cambridge coming in here with a spearman and 2 archers. So Final Liquid is going to try to get the middle as long as he can. He's going to try to micro all the attacks that are coming. And we got Cosmonaut. Obviously, he's going to take this archer out and take the monument for himself. And I don't think that at this moment in time, with the units that are in the middle, nobody will be able to contest a knight that is right there. And Final Liquid was sending one of his scout cavalry that, let's remember, have a lot of line of sight, but yeah, he's not going to be able to do anything against this knight. So maybe we will see a monk if there is enough gold to do so, and wood to make a monastery, because as soon as you get to the Castle Age, getting a monastery and 2 town centers, it will require you to get a lot of wood, but I don't think anybody has the capabilities to do so. In the meantime, you're taking down one of Jabari's outposts up onto the side. So yeah, if we talk about spots though, as Otter has pointed in here, the Final Liquid has a bad spot. I don't think it is a bad spot. Probably the walls that are here from Project Belgium and the proximity that he has with Cosmonov has made it a bad spot. But the fact that he started in here and he could move from behind would be good for him. I would assume, I would believe, I would say. Anyways, Monument now changes hands with Final Liquid being in here, standing a camel. Can you believe this guy is trying to move as much as he can in order to not get converted? And now we got a monk, as we said before. A monk is coming into the middle, but the knight has already been killed. So let's see how this will play out. In the meantime, another town center being constructed in here by Yo-Yo Dude, next to where these outposts used to be from Yavari. So he knows about the existence of this. So let's see how this will play out. Nobody attacking each other, which is great at the moment.
Yeah, the thing about this free-for-all setting without trade being available is if you want more res, you essentially have to kill somebody off next to you to be able to take it, and you're gonna have to do it pretty early for it to pay off, which can
Well, that
lead
is
to an interesting situation. Like Project Belgium could turn in either direction and try to take somebody out earlier. With his level of play, would probably have the advantage.
I will have to disagree with you in this case. Having played in a free for all almost all my life, something that I have always noticed is that whoever goes for a feudal aggression or for early aggression against their neighbor dies first. They usually die first. I understand the idea of going for the resources and just going for the resources and killing your neighbor or whatever, but that will get you vulnerable to somebody who actually boomed. So, for example, let's get a gray, teal, and blue in here, just for an idea. So let's say that Jojo decides to go full aggression on, I don't know, Yabari. No, on Yabari. Why not? So, and they will start fighting, okay? They will waste a lot of resources, and then suddenly one of the mates that appears out of nothing with a lot of abog and destroys not only one but two of them, and then both of them, because they do not have a lot of resources, get killed. So usually, it's not the rule, but usually in a free for all, if you start attacking early, you're basically dooming yourself. It is suicidal to do so because you're always going to be losing to somebody who did boom. And the usual meta for a free for all is to fast castle, boom, and attack whoever attacks you, or just to attack your neighbor once you get an economy. So yeah, that is the idea. In a game that we have a King of the Hills in a King of the Hill situation, I believe that booming is more important because in the end you're going to have to be sending a lot of units. And if you attack your neighbor like we did, like we saw happen in the last game, we're going to end up in a situation in which only the players who boomed go to the middle, and the guys who were fighting, they were not going to stop fighting. They usually will not say, okay, let's go and go for the middle. They will say, I want to finish you, and now this is personal, and that well, it doesn't ruin the game for everyone, but it helps everybody else lose. Let's say. So yeah, going for the early aggression, in my opinion, very very bad idea. At least in my experience as a free for all player during all these years.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it's gonna come down to late game. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we've seen the games won in different fashions here. Project Belgium has almost completely walled this northern corner. Has a huge section available. He's going to go out on the other side as well to kind of gather that stone. He's leaving some of his resources at home untouched to try to secure resources farther out, which is going to be quite useful for him here. Everyone, though, in a boom. Very little fighting, just a little bit of fighting here and there in the center right now. Samaro is the highest in villager count, and everyone is trying to boom up. Yo-Yo Dude only with 40 vills right now, though, as he's tried to pay a lot of attention to the mid, built a lot early, and has fallen behind at this point with the vills.
Yeah, that is the thing. So in a free-for-all game, whenever you get a free-for-all game with more than 5 players, there is going to be a late game, always. And you don't want to be late to the late game, actually, if that actually makes sense somehow. So yeah, that is a problem. You always go to the late game, so you have to boom, you have to do all your stuff, and well, sadly, in part that means that everybody else will have to boom as well. And as you said, a Project Belgium getting a huge area chunk of the map in here, which is good in part, but the problem is that now you will have a bigger area to defend. So how are you going to be able to do so having this big area of the map? Unless Cambridge does not attack, which is something that he shouldn't do actually.
Yeah, Yo-Yo Dude is
going
castle
to be
dropping.
fine.
Yo-Yo Dude's castle dropping Jabari right now, in between 3 town centers, and we're gonna see just another castle from Jabari try to get rushed down here. So,
Okay, so
Yo-Yo Dude's just trying to make his position as best as possible while hurting someone else at this point.
yeah, that is exactly what I said at the beginning. So look at that. Now Yuyu is going to finish this castle. that, and he's going to also be sending some cavalry archers that are going to die. These units that are being sent up onto this area are units that are not going to be going for the middle, and that is not going to kill Jabari. At least I don't think so, because in a free for all you usually always have a way to come back. That's a lot of units from Jabari that are going to die to the castle. But anyways, if Jabari really wanted to survive, he could just go to the side and just keep on living. And all this attack is well, this castle, man, it's not going to, it's going to disrupt the economy, yes. It's going to slow down Jabari, yes, but it's also slowing Yoyo, who is also on the bottom of the score right now. And it's not only that. Look at that. Just as I said before, Yoyo is attacking Jabari, but now Yoyo is being attacked by Somero. Look at that. How amazing is what I said. Now a lot of us are coming in here. Now Yoyo is probably going to be in a worse position as if he would be if he didn't attack Jabari up to his side. Of course, Jabari is going to go back onto this area, but this forward is not going to continue because there are not going to be any more resources to make another castle here in the base to defend yourself. Somero is going to end up killing Yoyo, in my opinion. And if Yoyo wants to survive, he will have to find a place in the sides or somewhere. But right now, his economy is completely paralyzed. He has a castle on his face. He has Rams going for him, Hussar as well. And now, what you gonna do when Somero comes for you?
Yeah, things are not looking good for Yo-Yo, dude. The Hussar and Ram spam here from Somero gonna be taking out the town centers, the villagers, everything. The castle is about to fall forward here as well as the Rams, and there were petards being used as well against that from Jabari. Yo-Yo dude finds himself in a very tough position at the moment. The mid control is being fortified. You can build on this terrain. It's limited space, but everyone can see it. The Fog of War does show the mid to everyone. And yeah, this is going to be a hard place to push here if people are not paying a lot of attention. Where right now, military counts very low across the board.
Yeah. Look at how the prophecy has fulfilled. I said whoever attacks the opponent first and as early as possible is going to be the one to die because it's suicidal. And look at that, Yoyo is basically out now. And not only that, Jabari also got attacked, so he wasted resources. And now he's going to probably be attacked eventually by Ode Meister because now I see a castle that is attacking a town center of his. There are a lot of light cavalry coming in here. However, he's not going for Jabari. Let's take that into consideration. He's going to go for the middle with all the units that he's making. And as I said, Cosmonov at the beginning, Cosmonov is going to be sending a lot of elite long bowmen into the middle to defend whatever comes. Of course, Anolayer shot will destroy this, but only if Anolayer actually reaches to get them. But we have Mongols, so we might see. On the other side of the world, Yo-Yo dude, well, there goes your attacker.
Yeah. Project Belgium still booming up over here, getting military buildings down. Yo-Yo dude resigns, calls it nice and early here. After
oh boy, it feels so good to be right.
Jabari is in an okay position after this. He's obviously the lowest score in the game, but he is still alive. Yo-Yo dude getting the worst of that. Yellow is holding the mid right now. Oldmeister comes in with a bunch of Polish Hussar, but there's a choke point created here by Dr. Cosmonaut. He will take those out and keep a large chunk of those archers still alive. We do have Somero invading the base of Dr. Cosmonaut, though. He has turned.
That is actually a good idea. That is a good idea because if you invade the base of whoever is holding the middle, they will not have enough resources to keep going in there or to reinforce or defend or whatever. So this is a good move by Somero right here. He took Yoyo, who shouldn't have resigned, in my opinion. And why? Why shouldn't he resign when he didn't have anything? Because in a free-for-all, if you at least have one villager in this situation, at least you will get psychological damage being there. Where is he? What is he doing? Where is he rebooming or something? And as long as you have a monk or a villager, which he actually had, he could move to some hidden place and maybe form an alliance or something to come back eventually. Because that would benefit some people. Anyways, now we got Ode Meister coming for the middle, which is what you should do. And also, we got Somero going for the economy of Yellow. And I think that Yellow might be our next player to go down.
Yeah, he's not going to have anything left at home. Looks like he's got a few vills garrisoned, but he's sending all of his vills he has left into the mid. It's going to be very difficult to hold this position. The Trebs are here this time for Oldmeister, so these castles will not survive for a very long time, and there's still 120 years left. It's not looking good.
Yeah, there is a lot of years remaining still, but I think that these win hussars are going to be cleaned. However, I don't think that this is going to last forever. This is probably going to last until I guess 100 years or so. But after that, that's going to be the end of it. And as I said before, just an on-air shot is going to end all these things. And guess who have on-air shots? Final Liquid, who has been untouched the whole game. Project Valium, who has Humnitsa, that has been untouched the whole game. And just as I said, the guys who actually fought are the guys that are now behind. Odemeister with a good position right here. Cosmonov losing all his long bowmen up onto this side. Well, not all of them, but he's going to lose the castles, and more wing hussars are going to be sent. Let's not forget that also Pulse, if I'm not mistaken, they get 33% faster attack on their light cavalries because, well, not light cavalry, but wing hussar with a unique unit. Meanwhile, everybody else is moving comfortably.
Yeah, it's looking really, really rough for Dr. Cosmonaut now. His base is basically all cleaned up. Samero has a very prominent position in this bottom corner now. He's got a lot of free space. There's going to be res he can take there. He's also building up the Ballista Elephant mass and has a ton of trebs and Winged Hussar in the mid. Resigning is Dr. Cosmonaut. Calling the
That
GG
is once again
here.
that I don't know if it should be a good idea, but as I said before, 100 years, and that is when the monument changed hands. Of course, something that Cosmo could have done is go to the back and probably reboom. But you would say, but Final Liquid is there. But let me tell you, man, Final Liquid is a diplomatic player. He would have probably taken Cosmonov under his wing and given him a place to reboom. That could backfire, yes, but that could help him as well kill Somero, which would be a bigger thing eventually. Right now, everybody should focus on Odemeister, and I believe that the closest one is Cambridge up onto this side. Maybe he could attack the economy, maybe he could go for the middle, but right now we are at 89 years for the game to apparently end. And something that I always say is when you see 80 years remaining in a King of the Hill game, that is when you have to move. Start your engines and go for the middle, because if you don't, then it might be too late. And the problem with this is that people who do not play King of the Hill free for all usually wait until the 40 years or something. And when 40 years are left remaining, it's really hard to just clean whatever that is in the middle. So right now the clock is ticking, and mark my words, if nobody goes to the middle at this moment, oh look at that, Somero is going. Well, never mind, Somero will take the middle, and as I said at the beginning, Ballista Elephants, really strong units up onto this side, and who can kill it is Final Liquid with a lot of Mangudai, who is now taking whatever that was left on Yellow's base, and of course, Somero is going to take this, no question about it. Let's see how it play out.
Yeah,
Belgium saving his halberdiers now.
Project Belgium also coming to the mid, so gonna have those bonus bonus damage halberdier and a good amount of Nisei here. Gonna be very difficult to hold. Oldmeister not being pressured at home, but the mid control is likely not gonna be there for very long.
Yeah, I agree with what you say. Now, Odemeister doing the right thing, deleting the castle, maybe moving out is a good idea at this point in time. And Project Valdemar has a lot of Hufnitsa coming up onto this side. Of course, I don't... Hufnitsa would take, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 shots in order to take down one Ballista Elephant, but they have area damage. So that might help a lot. Now there is a lot of trebuchets that are going to go down up onto this side. Jabari moving up onto the back, still being attacked a little bit by Odemeister, but what we focus now is the middle, and Project Valium is going for it. And now, the problem with this is that Project Valium, what is he going to do to hold the middle? Yes, he has Hufnitsa, but this Hufnitsa needs to be protected, and even though these halberdiers have bonus attack, on the bonus attack, it's only halberdiers, he needs something else to protect the halberdiers that are going to be used to protect the Hufnitsa. So what's going to be next?
Yeah, it's going to be hard to say, but it looks like Funny Liquid and Odemeister are both headed for Somero's base. They recognize he has a large portion of the map, or at least they realize players have died, and he's been the high score for a minute now. So middle will change hands back and forth. A couple players already leaving the game here, but for the most part, things are still wide open, and this one could go on for a long time.
Oh, the Meister making a lot of enemies right now. He's not only attacking Javari, well, with a castle, maybe that is not intended, but here in the south, you can see that the other Meister is taking down Somero's villagers. All the raid is happening right now, not only there, but also in the farms up to the side. Meanwhile, a lot of units are going to be sent into the middle. So something that we need is a unit that is fast enough to take this Hobnitsa and that can survive the attack of these Harvesters. So maybe a mix of Hussar or maybe some kind of cavalry with some skirmishers could be a good idea. I would assume that that's going to be nice. And yeah, that is the thing. Maybe even these ballistic elephants can do it, but now Somero is being attacked. So how is this going to end? Also, something else that can take the elite ballistic elephants are rams, but I don't see them coming anytime soon. And look at that, Final Liquid. As I said before, he's coming with all the Mongolian army. He of course needs a lot of gold, and he's going to take advantage of what Somero did, which was taking out a Jello. And let's see how it will play out. Of course, I would assume that Final Liquid is going to be taking this middle soon. He has one of the best units in the game, as I said before, which are obviously the Mangudai that are going to take these units down. At least two of them are going to go down right now with the amount of hunters that are following them behind. Two down. Probably a third one. I said two, but maybe a third, fourth even. Well, now with the help of Cambridge and more units coming in here from Project Belgium. Now Somero taking all the middle with the Ballista Elephant. So what are you gonna do? You need a lot of Rams or you need a lot of Mangudai to end this up. And also maybe some Hovnitsa. So, what is next now for the guys?
Yeah, things are getting heated up all over the map here. Obviously, the positioning for Somero looks really solid, but as we saw happen to Dr. Cosmonaut, you can have middle control and just get completely wiped up at home. And Funny Liquid is benefiting quite heavily from Dr. Cosmonaut being taken out, as he's securing a lot of the res over here, as is Somero. But Somero, like you said, making a lot of enemies here, so he has to be careful at home. So far, no threat in that direction, but him and Jabari have been fighting for position, and players will need to pay attention to the mid here before long. This is a very hard mass of units to kill here.
I don't want to be a bad. I don't want to say this, but I think that the game might be over right now. Somero holds the middle, and there are a lot of Ballista Elephants. Of course, he could send some of the villagers that he has in town into the middle, but these Ballista Elephants, as I said before, can only be taken down by Rams and Mangudai. Right now, all are going to be sent. We have a lot of Wind Hussar in here. All of this is going to melt. All of that is going to just melt. And Somero obviously took Cosmonaut, but then he's going to be attacked, which means that Final Liquid takes all these resources. And now everybody going for the middle. 66 years remaining at the moment. So let's see how it plays out. Siege Warriors coming right now. And as I said before, Mangudai attacking the little Ballista Elephant that are not moving a lot. Well, there were just some of them. And now let's see how this will play out. I said that Somero might get this right now. So let's see how it will play out. Hopefully are now coming and attacking, and in his base, his economy keeps being raided by the Maester from the other side of the world, and a lot of units coming in here right now for Javari. Everybody's sending everything to the middle. You can see that the Cambridge is now coming up to this side. We have the Maester coming in here as well with a lot of siege in here. We have this exchange ramp. We have also the trebuchet. We have a lot of elite elephant archers coming up to this area, but Somero still has the middle. So who is going to be the one that now gets a little bit more? What is your opinion on this? God damn it!
Yeah, it's looking pretty rough for them to take. They're all coming to the mid right now. Oldmeister can't do much in the center, he thinks, so he's going to try to cut off the reinforcements, which is good. Our Mongol player, Funny Liquid's trying here. He has siege onagers, just not many of them. There's a few rams. The elephant archers are coming for Cumbridge here, but will he have enough is the question. He is leaving the mid, it looks like.
Why is he leaving the middle?
Area.
He should have been leaving the middle. 42 years remaining. He could have done it.
Yeah, he backed off the terrain just too much there. And now he's going to be in a little bit of a worse position to hold this, as a ton of units have come to the middle from everyone.
Yeah, that is, in my opinion, it was not the best idea. Just leaving the middleman. Why? He could have done it. I'm pretty sure that he could have done it. Of course, I was not taking into consideration the fact that Cambridge could have come with elite elephant archer. They have a lot of HP and they can be quite resistant to not only the ballista elephant but also the Hovnitsa. And now also the raid on Green has stopped for now, and we got Cambridge coming for the mill. He has a lot of elephant archers up to the side. Of course, they are not as strong as the ballista elephants, but anyways, we have people playing the objective, which is something that is commendable for once.
Yeah, everyone chipped in there. Everyone left was in the center at that moment. It was a little unfortunate that he was unable to hold the position. It was a great position to hold, and now his economy obviously is still intact, unlike what we saw happen to Dr. Cosmonaut earlier on, but it's still a large investment, and it looks like Oldmeister, with these siege workshops down here and all of his Q headed towards Samaro, so he does not want to let him live peacefully at this point. He wants to take him out.
Yeah, and that is, I don't think that that just focusing the guy that is on the other side of the world is the best idea, because you have to walk all the way from wherever you are, and you're going to have to go through Red, who has a lot of units in here, just to get to a guy that does not hold the middle anymore. So at this point, I would assume that maybe the best thing would be to make a lot of Grenadiers, take the Elephant Archers, go for the middle, and try to hold it. But the units that the Poles get are kind of fragile. They attack fast, yes. They have quite a amount of speed, yes, but they are not going to be able to survive 2 or 3 honorary shots or a lot of volleys from an elephant, a ballista elephant. So that is the problem right here. And also, well, Final Liquid right now using his Mangudai to move everywhere. They are fully upgraded, and now we have the most OP unit in the game completely free. I mean, free to do whatever they want, not free on the terms of price. But yeah, that is the thing. Odemeister now going for Yabari for reasons. I don't know why he's going there in the middle of everything where you have cheaper alligators. But hey, it is whatever you want to make it to be. Cambridge now in the middle, 76 years remaining, and with the amount of units that are here, we have some siege elephants as well. I do not understand the point of making siege elephants in here. Do you have any idea about this, my friend?
I think it's just about the HP. He wants as much HP in the center as he can have. And I mean, it tanks some archer fire, so there's not a lot of range on the field right now, but just trying to put as much in the middle as possible here. Looks like Oldmeister's just sending units all over as he's in the eco for coverage now, as well as taking Jabari's production buildings out. It's looking very rough, and this is yet again another good position that we're down to 62 years. That they're going to have to all combine to go to mid here.
So, at this point, I'm not sure really what my prediction would be, because we have a lot of Hovnitsa coming up onto the side. They can easily take all these elephant archers. They don't have as much damage output as the ballista elephants could have done. But anyways, let's see how it plays out. We have 50 years remaining in the game now, and let's see. Obviously, Final Liquid will not have that bonus attack against this kind of elephants, but the reinforcements are still coming for Cambridge up onto this side. Even Odemeister now attacking a castle in here. And it's, of course, this trebuchet is going to stay untouched. Can you believe it? Look at this HD trebuchet. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. It's going to be crazy. Our pole player is pretty much out of gold, though. So he will have nothing but these winged hussar coming in. He's got 98 farms right now, which is crazy. And they've yet to push this mid. They've yet to take care of this. The Hoofnies are just being pushed back by Halb right now. And then the Elephant Archers standing ground alone. As the spam continues to come here, it's going to be difficult for them to finish this off. It looks like 37 years and counting down.
Yeah, we're going down right now, 35 years remaining, but I think that this is still takeable. I believe that this is still takeable. Finally, I don't know what he's waiting for. He's waiting for the siege warriors to come, and they are coming indeed. We have more Halberds coming in here with a lot of Hovnits as well. The castle that was being attacked by Odemeister into Cambridge is now taken down as well. The economy from Jabari now being attacked by Somero for reasons I'm not really sure. Maybe he wants to take a little bit of the wood that is right there. Maybe that is the reason. But right now the game looks like it's going to go in favor of Red of Cambridge right here, while he moves away. I do not understand the reason for that, but he's moving now away. Probably because the Hornets Kukurecha. But if you stay to the middle with probably spread formation, then that could help you. Do not leave the middle right now, my friend. You have the game, and you have a lot of reinforcements coming. So maybe it is a good idea to just stay up to this area. Why are you leaving? He's now out of the middle. Well, not out of the middle because the thing has not changed position, but now he's going to be, and look at that, all the elephants are dying. Now it's time to go in there, and he's moving in here with his elephants, but he relucts to that. He's not, he just have two, well, not two, how many elephants are there? He has 9 in there that are moving. They're probably going to die. More halberdiers coming up to this area, 11 just remaining, and it kind of looks like he's going to be cleaned, and 10 just remaining, 9 just remaining. We have only some halberdiers coming up on this side, and more coming on the way, even. We have the villagers coming, 8 years remaining. People are asking themselves, what the fuck do I have to do in order to destroy all that? But yeah, more units are coming, and probably now it's all going to be for nothing. Raid is going to be cleaned. Raid is going to be cleaned.
It's
3 years
close.
remaining. 2 years remaining. And
It's
Raid is
sending
supposed
the
to be
bills.
cleaned.
He loses
That's
it.
1 year remaining.
Ooh.
I can't.
Absolutely insane.
Well-
Coming down to that 1 year. Sent villagers to the mid even to try to hold that as long as possible. And he was just shy. 1 year. Very, very close. Very good
But,
effort.
well, the problem here is not, well, the effort was okay, but something that gave everybody an opportunity was the fact that Cambridge does not have enough resources. He had a lot of gold and stone, but all the wood and food was taken out, so no more halberdiers could have been done. So what else could he have sent? Villagers, obviously, but well, they didn't reach they didn't reach. That was sad to see. And now Jabari has enough time, well, not enough time, but he has some time to get a little bit of retaliation on the Meister. Now coming in here, who has no more resources than a lot of food. But let's remember also that the followers take 10% of the food of the farm as soon as they are created. So it's not only the amount of farmers, but the followers that are taking food for the poles up onto the side.
Yeah, and it looks like we have Project Belgium turning his attention up here to Cambridge as he's going to take out the production on the front, try to deal with this. Funny Liquid holding the mid right now with an insanely good army. Obviously, we've got the Drill Siege and the Mangadai. Samara will send in the Winged Hussar to his economy and hope to take him out that way. But Oldmeister and Jabari fighting it off back and forth here. It's hard to really say who's holding the best position because obviously there's military all over the map. But Funny Liquid, people will need to pay attention to this very soon.
Yeah, it's under the 80 minutes mark right at this moment, and Project Belgium was trying to go for Cambridge, but yeah, the guy was already doesn't have a lot of an economy, and you don't want this guy to just come for you after he is reboomed. So yeah, right now Funny Liquid with the middle, he has a lot of siege honors up to the side. He had a lot of elite Mangodai in there, 59 of them to be precise. The amount is incredible, and these Stoners are going to die now. Look at that. Goodbye. That is a lot of gold being wasted. But not only that, we got Somero now trying to take a Funny Liquid's economy with a lot of Hussar. But I believe that at this point, because I know Funny Liquid, he just probably won't care. He has enough resources to keep reinforcing into the middle, so he's going to be sending the villagers, he's going to be sending the army, he's going to be sending the everything, and actually Somero will have nothing to kill in the base because the economy is going to be completely non-existent. Now the goblins are coming up to the side, they have one lucky shot is going to be enough to take a lot of Mangodai down, which is something that Funny Liquid is not going to let happen, coming with a lot of Hussar with 118 HP if I'm not mistaken, yeah. And let's see how it will play out. Funny Liquid now leaving the middle. He only has some rams, but he's leaving the middle. He doesn't want to go there for some reason. And there's only one ram in there protecting that, and that is it. Can you believe it? Project Belgium has the middle right now. Well, Funny Liquid, you failed.
Yeah,
I don't even want to say that. But, not only that, look at Odemeister's base.
Yep, Jabari has finally taken everything off of the farms here. Oldmeister has very little as far as his food bank. He's down to 400 food, and it's going to continue to drop. The siege ram push is here. Oldmeister may have just lost himself the game with all this fighting with Jabari. And if Jabari is smart, he won't give him a chance to get back into this game.
Yeah, now at this point in time, when we have 1 hour into the game and we are actually in the late game, it's a good moment to just try to wipe out an opponent. right now is a good moment because this guy has already fought, and there is a lot of wood in here that can be taken as well. So maybe we'll get one other Meister out of the game in here, and he only is making win Hostara at this point. No, I do not see any skirmishers or anything to stop these Harriers. And let's remember, they are cheaper.
He can't afford it. He's down to 42 vills. He's only got 32 of them working on farms. All of his production buildings being taken out. Oldmeister looks like he's going to be out of this game very soon.
Not only that, but Prairie Belgium decides to leave the middle. He doesn't want the middle, and what he wants is Cambridge's head right now. He's going for the economy that is right here. Well, the guy doesn't really have a lot to go for right now. All the wood has been already taken. Without wood, you cannot get farms. Without farms, you cannot get food. And without food, you cannot do anything. Urumi Swordsman now coming in here. Apparently, well, they have this charge attack that will ignore armor and destroy whatever is next. But well, Prairie Belgium now is getting some beef with Cambridge up onto this area, while the Meister keeps losing position, losing ground, losing units, losing his base, and probably losing the game as well. While Final Liquid is back into the game with all these, with all his units in the middle, with 60 years remaining. But this time his economy is not as strong as it used to be, because let's remember, Somero came in here to try to raid all the economy, and of course Final Liquid went into the middle with all. So now we have this problem. We got Jabari attacking Odemeister. If Jabari stops attacking Odemeister, will come back, but he could lose also by not getting Final Liquid, who is getting a lot of units in here. Prairie Belgium was fighting against Cambridge. I don't know if Cambridge is going to try to attack Prairie Belgium at this point, or if they're going to decide to go for the middle, which is something that they should do. Oh, we got one Somero that has reboomed. He has all his stuff back. He has a lot of ballista elephants coming up into this area. Of course, Mango, they can take them down, but Final Liquid does not have enough gold to use these or to create more Mango. They only 56 gold at this point. Well, I don't think that is going to be really that great for them.
Yeah, Project Belgium is here with a bunch of Hoof Nisei, but there are SO on the field. We do have Somero in the mid with all these elite ballista elephants and a bunch of Hussar as well. Holding the mid is going to be difficult, but I don't know if he's going to have enough of this go either. 39 years, the Rams are not all in the center of the map. The Mangadai pull back. It's not looking like he's going to hold this one here, as it does shift hands, and Somero will have control of the mid yet again.
I agree with you. Totally agree. I since the beginning I said that probably Final League wasn't going to be able to hold it because he doesn't have the economy anymore. And yeah, that's it. And also an archer coming in here with the power of the arrows. All these ranks could take these ballista elephants, I believe, but the Hustara were going to make it difficult. So probably Belgium is coming now into the middle. Probably he's going to take the monument and then come back to deal with Cambridge, because this is something that he has been doing for the last 3 times that he went in there. Nice split by Somero in there, but a lot of that is going to come in here as well. Look at that, that was beautiful shots. And now the Meister, well, my friend, what is the next move?
Oldmeister is just going to be dead soon. Everything has been desiccated. He's down to 17 vills. Jabari is not letting up over here. He's got Siege going for his castles now. Production buildings are very limited compared to what they used to be. The mid is going to be an interesting fight here. Obviously, Somero and Project Belgium still in very prominent positions at the moment. Converge here is still alive, still with an economy. It looks like he could be fighting in the back soon, as there's no more wood in the north here. So wood starting to become scarcer and scarcer on the map. Going to be more and more difficult, and it looks like Somero not happy that Jabari is taking some of it in the south here. So, going to be hard to hold, but as the game progresses and resources get more and more scarce, protecting what you have could be a good call here.
Yes, I think that at this point something that should be done is to... Oh, that is a nice shot from the Humnitsa. Would be to protect what you have, yes, as you said, and get a lot of resources in the bank so that you can just keep reinforcing into the middle. And as I said before, plus the Free Belgium doesn't care about the middle. He's just going to take it, and then he's going to just go and try to kill whoever is next to him. Of course, right now he has been kind of cleaned by Cambridge up onto the side. He's losing the castle in the north that was protecting the farms. He lost a lot of farmland that he has in his base initially. Now Final Liquid coming once again for the middle. Of course, now it has been taken by Jabari, who is more focused on taking Odemeister down. And I think that Jabari is not going to stop until he sees that blue name completely out of the game. You cannot trade, so the market really doesn't have a value right now. But anyways, Final Liquid just killed whatever was there, and he's going to save his Mangudai, because the amount of gold that is left in the map is probably just in Odemeister's base. That's the only gold that was there. But yeah, everything else in the rest of the map is probably now taken. I do not see any more gold. Just see a little pile on what used to be Yo-Yo's base, but that's basically it. The biggest amount of gold is on what used to be Odemeister's base. That is the only thing that I can see. And Odemeister is going to be out of the game soon, and I'm pretty sure that Jabari is not going to go for the middle. He's not going to care until Odemeister is down. And yeah, that is the thing. So once you commit, unless you want this player to come back and attack you some point, you will have to end him. And in order to end him, you have to just don't care about the middle, even though he's now trying to go for it. But still.
Yeah, it's a hard place to be. I mean, obviously you've been attacked by him so much. You're still killing his base with economy, so obviously he's not looking to let up the attack with his current force there. But he has sent a bunch to the mid. Jabari will hold mid for now. It is full trash comp for Byzantines, which is cheaper, which is kind of a good benefit for him right now. But will it be enough, as Samero is down here with all the elite Ballista Elephants still, saving all of those. He has quite a few of them, actually. So gold units, as you mentioned, Mangudai were pulled back several times. Same with the elite Ballista Elephants. Otherwise, I don't think we have gold anywhere on the map. Project Belgium has a lot. Jabari actually is still sitting on 9,000 gold. So he is the one with the gold count right now.
Yeah, he is the one that has the most at the moment. And as I said before, Brave William was so focused on taking down Cambridge that Cambridge just cannot take it anymore. He's going to just come, and he's not going to stop until Brave Belgium is out of the game, just as Odemeister when he attacked Jabari. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 players that are probably not going to be caring a lot about the middle. Well, actually, Jabari is going to care about the middle, so we have 3 players that are not going to care about the middle. Somero still hurting from the attack from Odemeister in the beginnings of the game. Final Liquid now coming back with a lot of farms in here, but where is the wood coming from? He doesn't have a lot of them. He doesn't have a lot of wood choppers right now. How it is going to play out? The battle still continues between Project Belgium and Cambridge, and I think that this is going to go in favor of Cambridge if he continues to take the castle and the economy, because at this point in time, Project Belgium does not have a lot of stone to keep repairing this castle. Of course, he can sell all the food that he has, which is 13,000, but still, that is a lot to take out. Byzant is now holding the middle, making a lot of barracks up onto this side, while Final Liquid trying to go with his elite Mangudai. And also we have the Hussar in the front to try to deal with this skirmisher. I believe that there's a possibility of Final Liquid stopping the countdown for like a second and then just losing it again. But people need to stop fighting each other and go for the middle, because if not, Jabari is going to take it. 57 years remaining, and the micro from Final Liquid needs to be on point at this moment in order to stop all these units that are coming. Even villagers are coming right now, so Jabari is going full on up to this side, and there are no Hofnitz coming this time, because look at that, Cambridge and Project Belgium are going to keep on fighting, which is, as I always say, a bad idea when we are in less than 100 years remaining. A castle coming in here as well for a Jabari. And the Final Liquid is the only one that is trying to contest the middle. Who else is going to do something about it? Maybe Somero will appear at some point, but with 45 years remaining, it kind of looks a little bit unlikely. So how it is going to end right now? Final Liquid being the only one that is sending stuff in here to stop this guy. The Mangudai are not moving right, and are not moving at this moment. The castle placement has been placed in another area. Right now, it was going to be in the area in front of Yari, but right now that's not gonna happen. We have a lot of Ballista Elephants calling the reinforcements from Jabari, but maybe that can be fixed with a little bit of moving in the flag that you put in order for the units to reach a certain point. Now we got Project Belgium coming back once again with all this amount of Hofnitz up to this area. The battle has not stopped because Cambridge really wants to take this economy down, and that is one less player going for the middle. 31 years remaining, and now Final Liquid is the only one that is kind of fighting in here. Of course, Somero calling the reinforcement, but how is this going to end? We have Red now coming finally with some units. There are just some Halberds coming up into this area. We have some Rams as well that can be taken down with the power of the of the Elite Man with like 25 years remaining, and it kind of looks like Jabari is going to be taken out of the game if he does not wise up. He's sending a lot of units. All his economy is now in the middle. He's sending everything he has, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, it's going to be really tight. Jabari has a bunch of vills requeued at this point. He's still trying to hold it, but the mid is being held for now. It's really difficult, obviously, to hold at this point, but it's getting down there yet again. We're down to 15 years. Units are still coming. The production buildings are almost all lost, though, and the reinforcements are being taken out pretty handily. Only a few units in the middle. Looks like he's not going to be able to hold this one.
Only one unit in the middle. And it's lost. Everything is lost. Once again, Jabari says no. But he has to realize that he had a lot of Somero attacking him. So maybe if he had made like a perpendicular move, if he was going to go for Cambridge's base and then move into the middle, then that would have been a good idea. Even though that requires a lot of micro, I could have helped him a lot. All the Meister still alive with just some villagers. Well, it's time to just go back, Jabari, and finish what you started.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for Old Meister to come back in this one. Obviously, most of these you can try to come back, but he's got 191 wood, he's got 18 vills, 1,200 food, and that is the extent of his economy with limited access to resources here as well. It's going to be very difficult for him to get back into this one. And we still have fighting up here in the north as Project Belgium has invested into a large number of hand cannoneers, 26 of them actually, and he's got his monks behind, Siege and Halb here as well.
Let's remember that at this point, monks and their upgrades only cost food.
Yeah, it's going to be quite helpful here. The mid control is something that is barely contested right now, but Funny Liquid does hold it. He does have production buildings here. He still has a large number of gold units. He has a bunch of siege here as well. The economies, though, for everyone, starting to get extremely difficult. Project Belgium has a ton of food. Somero has a ton of food. Somero actually has the largest bank out of all players. Jabari holding on to 11,000 gold, almost 12,000 gold. But
yeah, after the first attack, after Somero got the middle for quite some time and he got raided, maybe right now what the plan is just to stop anybody from getting the middle and bank resources so that he can just go with everything in the end. Even if his base gets raided, then maybe he can be sending a lot of hussar, trash, and everything into that area. Now, the monument being taken by Funny Liquid for a second, but I don't think that's going to last. Probably that's going to be just Project Belgium taking everything in here and then just leaving as he has been doing during all this game. And Cambridge is now under attack. A lot of room is also coming up into this area. So let's see. This castle is going to go down in 2 shots probably. 1 shot, and where's the second one? Well, apparently no second one.
Yeah, he's trying to save those Hufnise. They're not really replaceable at this point. It's going to be insanely difficult to replace that mass. So trying to hold on to them for the time being. Somero, with the largest score in the game, may be somewhat of a target, as Funny Liquid is going to send some winged hussar over there. Jabari also has a few units in the south just attacking some there. Wood is very scarce on the north and the east sides of the map, but there's still some in the eastern corner. Jabari has access to tons of it here in the west, and in the south, Somero shouldn't run out anytime soon.
Yeah, and also, Project Belgium now is in borrowed time. Probably the reason why he's attacking Cambridge is because he thinks that there is some wood left in here, because if we take a look, there are no wood choppers for Belgium at this point in time. In fact, some of his farms have stopped receding because there is no more wood to redo that. So whatever army he has, whatever resources that he has is all that he has. There's not going to be anything after that. So Belgium probably out of the game at this point because there is nothing else that he can send after all these dies. So, and he hasn't gone for the middle. He at no point has decided to go for the middle. He has stopped the middle from being taken and then started attacking as soon as he resetted the counter. So yeah, that is the thing. Also, now Final Liquid used to have a lot of units chopping wood on the east, but it was taken by Somero. I saw Somero attacking him for the longest time with a lot of Hussar. But right now, Somero decides, okay, it's time. I got the resources, I got the time, I got the units, I'm going to go for the middle. And that is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to send all his Ballista Elephants, all his Hussar into the middle, and he's going to try to go for that once again, while Cambridge and Belgium are going to keep on fighting with all the resources that they are left. They do not have any more wood to chop, which means no more residing of farms, which means no more alveoles. And that's going to be it for Cambridge probably. But as long as he doesn't quit, there's going to still be the bug in the back of his head of Belgium saying, where is he? Is he removing? Does he have resources? Where is he? I need to finish the guy. And that is still a part of the war. Psychological war is still war.
Yeah, and it's looking really good for Somero too. He's got a lot of units that are gold expensive, obviously. And he has a lot of res in the bottom, holding the monument right now. Funny Liquid did just pull back. Doesn't want to fight it all up here. Looks like Belgium and Cambridge have pretty much killed each other to the point where they're not going to be too much able to contest here in the mid, especially with the lack of resources. But we do have an insane number of monks coming out from Project Belgium. He does have some siege. He's not out of this. It's just he's not going to have resources for much more for very long.
No. He's not going to have some. The only thing he has is going to be food, but he has food monks. So the only way to replace his army is going to be by converting stuff. And I wonder how many of these guys have prioritized heresy.
Probably very few, if any, at this point, I would imagine.
Even though there is an army of hussars in the middle by Somero with a good amount of monks, then some of them can be converted and the rest can be killed by the Albedeers with bonus attack on the bonus deck. Odemeister still reluctant to die. He doesn't want to leave the game, and that is fair. That is something that I appreciate. And now, Town Center being taken down here for the Meister. Villagers are going to be killed, and on top as well of his base. And probably is going to be the end for the Meister, who's going to be defeated. Fighting until the end, something that I really appreciate and I commend him for.
Yeah. Somero not using any of his Ballista Elephants either right now. He does have them. Looks like they might be headed towards the mid. Maybe he'll make a go for the mid here. He does have a lot of units, most military in the game, I believe. Let me double check that. But yeah, 182 military. Funny Liquid with 93. It's still quite a large difference there. Jabari is all but finished. Somero
and
off,
finally,
who has 8 vills. Or not Somero, Oldmeister.
Finally, we see Somero coming in here to the middle with all the Ballista Elephants. So now he's committing 50 years remaining. We have a lot of Hussar, and that, let's remember, it's everything that everybody else can see. They can see the Hussar, so maybe they think that there are going to be a lot of Hussar coming back time and time again. But what they don't know is that a lot of Ballista Elephants are coming in here as well. 92 of them, in fact, are just Ballista Elephants. And how many Hussars are in the middle? We got 66. Of course, they could die easily to the Mango Day, but let's wait and see how this plays out, because there are 42 years remaining right now. More units are being created, and as I said before, the guy has been banking resources for the longest time. He has 15k thousand wood at the point at this moment that we're speaking. Food is on 3k, gold is on 1k, so there's a lot of units to be made. Maybe some wood can be sold in order to get archers. Maybe he's not even going to go out for archer, but more Ballista Elephants, and the Ballista Elephants are not coming in for the middle. At 34 years remaining, people are reminded that there is a guy with a lot of Ballista Elephants up onto this side. There are some stables being created up onto this area, which have a lot of Hussars on the creation right now. If you take a look at the stables, you can see that there are a lot of that all of them are creating Hussar, and not only are creating Hussar, but they are creating 15 each, which is the maximum amount that you can create on a building. And right now, 24 years remaining, and it kinda looks like maybe Somero might have. He had it before, and I don't know why he left that area before. But right now, he's going for the middle. He's defending it. He's going to probably get it, and everybody thinks they're going to be just a stop. Look, Private Value could have done it at some point even, but he decided that it was more important to just attack somebody else coming in here with the monks. Maybe he's going to try to convert some units, but maybe it's now too late. 16 years remaining, and that's going to be Final Liquid coming with the Mango Dye, trying to take these Ballista Elephants down. Meanwhile, some units are still coming from Belgium into Cambridge's base, but look at Jabari going for red. I do not understand that move, but anyways, a lot of elite ballista elephant. It kind of looks like it's GG right now. There is nobody that can stop this amount of ballista elephants coming up onto the side. The Hoplitz have been taken down probably, or some are left in the from the battle that happened with the red 6 years remaining. There are some elephant archers now coming up onto this area. What is your final input in here?
Yeah, it's over. There's no killing this now.
There is nothing else to say.
There's
but
nothing
it's
left.
over. So let's everybody come together. 2, 1, and there we go. The game has ended.
Yeah, it was a great hold off for Samero early. He left, probably had a good chance then, but in the end, he saved all these ballista elephants, ends up with only 54 remaining, so they were able to kill 40 of them or so. But yeah, he's going to take this one. Samero will advance to the finale, guys. Congrats to him. And GG's to everyone today. Appreciate everyone's participation. It was fun. Crazy game number 2 at the end here.
It was an amazing game indeed. That could have ended a little bit earlier, I believe, when Somero still had the ballista elephants in the middle. But in the end, he did what he needed to do. Just come back, do not attack anybody, maybe protect a little bit of your stuff, bank resources, and he banked a lot of food, which he used to make a lot of hussars, sold a good amount of wood as well to get gold to get the elite ballista elephants. It was a good move. The Maester was never killed, which is something that I really like, because fighting until the end is the essence of free for all, which is something that I really love of this game mode, which is the only game mode that I played that I play. But yeah, that is it. Somero, well-deserved victory. Well-deserved victory. Well played, and well played everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. GG's to everyone, and thank you for jumping into KotH, man. Do appreciate it. I'm gonna let you go here, though. I'm gonna wrap things up. We'll catch you up with you later, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Good luck. Have fun. See ya.
See ya. All right, guys. Day number 2 coming to an end here. Samero able to advance to the finale. And it's been a fun day. Lots of actions. Huge shout out to Medora for sponsoring the event. Again, guys, cannot thank them enough. I know Patrick was around here, so I hope he is enjoying as well. And thank you to all the players. It's been great, guys. Since the first weekend is completed. Sorry. Second weekend obviously is next weekend. We have games lined up. I think there's only like 3 or 4 positions remaining that need filled. So once those are filled, obviously it won't be first come, first serve. So get in now if you want to have a chance. We will need an alternate player here or there potentially, but all things considered, the 10th and the 11th are going to be crazy. The 11th, we have 2 qualifier games, and then we have the grand finale as well, following up right around 17 GMT. Roughly around this time next Sunday, we'll have our finale coming in. GG's to everyone. Thank you guys for everything. We're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to send you guys somewhere else. Thank you again. And, yeah. See you here next weekend, guys, for what will be the final weekend of Banano 2 King of the Jungle.